What if I told you that a few words could change your child's life? Oh yes, it can. Have you ever caught yourself saying something to your child out of frustration or anger and immediately wished you could take it back? Oh yes, I'm right there with you on this parenting roller coaster. We all know that words have power, right? But sometimes as parents, in the heat of the moment, we might say things that we don't truly mean, but it can actually cause a lasting effect on our children. In this video, I'll be talking about 6 things you should never say to your children. Number 1, not allowing your children to show emotion. It is very important that children are allowed to express their emotion, and that's even if it's a negative emotion. It is vital for children to express their emotion so that you can actually see them and teach them better ways of dealing with their emotion. If your child wants to cry, or if they feel sad, let them cry, let them express themselves. And what you should tell them in that time is that it's okay and that you will always be there to teach them and to support them. Acknowledge their feelings so that they may feel confident that it is okay expressing themselves around you. A child that does not express their emotions will hold them inside, and they will only release them when they become really angry, and it makes it really hard for them to build strong relationships in the future. Always advise your children that your home is a safe place for them and that you're always there and they can always express themselves no matter how they feel. Number 2, sharing traumatic experiences with your child. Sharing your trauma or your past experiences that are traumatic with your child is not a good practice. This can imprint fear, trauma, hate, and anger in your child. We sometimes share family trauma and family disagreements with our children. But what we forget to understand is that after we make up with those people, our children never get the opportunity to make up with that person. So even though the parent might have forgiven the oppressor, the child has not. And that child would always hold a grudge, resentment, anger towards the oppressor. And this can cause a lot of strained relationships and anger in the family. It can also cause confusion for the child because now the child sees you getting along with that family member who you swore that you will never talk to them again, and the child is filled with confusion, not understanding why you have stepped away from what you said before. So it is really best for parents and adults to share their problems with other adults who are able to understand and are able to help them through their struggles. Number 3, stop sharing your marital problems with your children. Stop telling your child that you hate their father or you hate their mother. Stop telling them that you wish they were more like you and not like their father or their mother. Many times, children get caught in the middle of arguments, and parents even sometimes use children as bait in order to get at the other parent. This, my friends, has long-lasting consequences and effects on the child. This child might turn to pick one parent and favor one parent and then grow resentment over the other parent, which is not healthy. Number 4, using negative words towards your child. Using words like, I hate you, I will leave and I'll never come back, you're such a disappointment, why can't you do anything correct? Or using threatening words. These words can hurt your child for years to come. Threats hurt children and it scares them away. They lose trust in their parents, and in later years, when they become adults, they have a hard time building trusting relationships with their peers. Parents should avoid emotional blackmail to avoid building children that are unstable. Negative words can truly cause a child to shun the parent. Children need to feel safe, and they need to be sure that they're able to make mistakes and their parents are able to acknowledge their mistakes and teach them and let them grow. So parents should encourage children to keep trying, and that no matter what mistakes they make, they will always be there for them. This helps build trust and a sense of security for the child. Number 3, not letting your child try things. Are you a very overprotective parent? Can you think of a time when your child asked you to try something, maybe a sports or an activity, and you refused? How do you think they felt? It is very important to let the child make their own mistakes so they can learn from them. It builds confidence in the child. Not letting a child try things will make them feel withdrawn, and they will blame you in years to come. Parents who are extremely strict with no compromise will make the child feel dependent and withdrawn and defiant. Never compare your child to another child. Never compare your child to the sibling. Never compare the child to other kids at your school or their cousins or other family members. This will make the child feel like they are not enough. And the child will always try to please you, and they will also feel inadequate. They will grow up with low self-esteem, and they will become a people pleaser. It is very important to let your child know that it is okay to fail, and that they will keep trying, and they will learn, and they will grow. Most importantly, it is important for you to make the child know that you're always going to be there to support them through their challenges. So instead of sharing all these negative things with our children, we can try to share positive experiences, things that we learned growing up that made us who we are, which can also help our children to build strong relationships and a community around them. Always try to bring out the best in your child in every conversation. Always acknowledge their feelings. Acknowledge the good things they do, even the smallest wins. This will make the child know that you're appreciative of what they do, and it will motivate them to try to do even bigger things. And ask your child how they feel. Do not assume that they're doing well. Ask them how they feel so that they can express themselves to you. And always foster a calm environment at home, because this really sets the stage for openness and communication between the child and yourself. So to summarize all of this, please remember, words that are once spoken can never be forgotten. They can only be forgiven. And these words can affect your child for the rest of their life. So please, parents, be careful what you say to your child, especially when you're angry. Thank you again for watching this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And look out for more videos like this. Thank you.